felt a bit worn out this week. I had a really long, arduous run last Sunday after I posted my last video, and it took me all week, I think, to recover. Which is probably good because we had an eclipse. Venus and Mercury are currently both retrograde. The spring equinox is right around the corner, and daylight savings happened again. Felt like a good week to take a breather and do some gradual resets. First weekend in March, I got my hair cut, and it didn't quite come out the way I had hoped it would. Have you ever gotten a haircut that just doesn't feel like you? I went to a new salon, I tried somebody new, and I really just don't love how it looks. It feels a little dowdy. I want to fix that. I took it upon myself, because I'm a pretty crafty lady, to learn how to cut it myself and get the haircut that I want. We'll see how it goes. I have faith in myself, and I have faith in the teacher who's teaching me how to do these things. She has these great classes online. I've been following her for years. I'm always so envious of her haircuts. So I'm just gonna give it a shot. Make it feel more like me. Let's friggin' do it. I wanted a haircut that resonated with me, that felt like it fit this season of my life. And over the last few years, I've noticed my hair has been changing, which is totally normal as I get close to 40. It's thinning out a little bit. I'm getting my grays in. It's not as curly as it used to be. And in Colorado, the air is particularly dry, so my hair just kind of falls flat and loses a lot of the curl. It is incredibly empowering to cut your own hair. It's scary as hell, I'm not gonna lie. I was super nervous, but it's also one of those things that I've had this hair my entire life. I know what it does. I don't quite know how it reacts to certain cuts and certain ways of cutting, but it's just another skill I can learn. It's just another part of my body that I can learn about. Is it wonky and lopsided? Absolutely. Do I constantly feel like I need to keep making adjustments and I'll probably have to go in and cut a little bit more? You betcha. But at least it's my own creation. And who cares if I mess it up? Hair grows back. Nothing is perfect, and constantly making adjustments is just what we do in life, so why not give it a shot? When it comes to hair, I want to look in the mirror and think, heck yeah. I don't want to think, ugh. And if someone can't do that for me, then I'll figure out a way to do it for myself. And so I did. I also did a bit of an office refresh this week. My main working desk that I'm usually at hasn't changed. That still is in the same place, looking over the backyard. But I moved this bookshelf over. It used to be against that wall over there, which is where my little writing desk is now, which used to be in this corner. I had all these beautiful sheets of paper and big sheets of book cloth all wrapped up, but this room is so small that I didn't think it would fit. But with the few adjustments I've made with moving this bookshelf here and the writing desk over against that wall, this fits kind of perfectly right here. And so I was able to get all of my sheets and book cloth up on the wall, which feels so good to have it out where I can see it. It's getting me really excited to make books again. And when I worked at Paper Source, we had, if you've ever been to a Paper Source, they have like an entire paper wall that is all just paper ladders. And that's where I got the idea to do this. It doesn't take up a lot of space. It holds a ton of materials, and it's just pretty to have out on display. I still need to find some type of drawer system to put all my little bits and bobs in. I have a lot of paper pads and cut down pieces of book board and small bits of collage papers and things that are just kind of sitting in a bin right now. So I would really love for those to be in flat drawers. So I need to find something for those. But last year I found this beautiful writing desk at my local antique mall. And one of my favorite pieces that I've actually ever found. Finally put all of my cards and envelopes. It's so satisfying. Put all of my cards and envelopes into a desk that was literally made for cards and envelopes. These were also just sitting in a big bin. So it just feels so nice to have them all organized in one place. And this really skinny little lovely desk. Nice to have a smaller space just to do some cards or journaling. This gradual reset this week has been so helpful for me. At the beginning of the week, I felt really depleted and I had major indecisiveness about all things, big and small alike. I went on a hike with my mom this week, and which is always good for the soul. But the night before, I couldn't figure out what backpack to bring. So silly. I packed, unpacked, and repacked the same backpack at least twice until I decided, yes, correct, this is the right backpack I should bring. Also been having a really hard time choosing what clothes to wear. That's when I know that my executive function abilities are in dire straits, when I change my outfit 6 times and I still can't get it right. My mind is telling me that it needs more rest whenever that happens. When it comes to work and projects and just things that interest me, I have a tendency to hyperfixate. And when I hyperfixate, I'm using all of my executive function, firing on all cylinders. And this can be good and bad. It usually means if I'm feeling good and I have a lot of energy, then I can get a lot done in a short amount of time. It can feel like a wave of inspiration, and I'm surfing that wave with the best of them. But it can also mean that I forget to eat, that I lose track of time, and before I know it, I've been working and sitting at my computer for 6 hours straight. And I can't remember the last time I went to the bathroom, which makes me think that I haven't been drinking enough water. And it's a vicious cycle. I've been so deeply focused on Sentimental Riffraff the last 6 weeks. Not just the YouTube side of it, although that's been a huge part of where all of my time and energy has been going into, but the larger picture of what I want to make and what I want Sentimental Riffraff to be. My mind has just been spinning in the possibilities, but I've been really stuck on how to get there. I can see a lot of the big picture, but I can't quite see the steps on how to get there. And I think that's why I have felt so depleted this week. My mind has been spinning and spinning and spinning. It hasn't had time to stop or slow down in order to figure out what the next step is. And I've been watching advice videos, marketing videos, reading articles about how to be creative and how to make money and all of these things, and it's really overwhelming, to be honest, because I want to make something that I'm proud of, because I want this space to be really welcoming and lovely and feel really cozy, and I also want it to be my career. And then I get down on myself because I haven't figured this out yet, and I've tried so many different iterations of this thing over the years, but I never quite can get anything to stick. And so I get down on myself, and because I can't quite get over this hurdle or get through this barrier, I ended up shifting gears and either physically moving to a different space to try something else, or just starting a new project. And I really don't want to do that anymore. I really don't want that to happen with Sentimental Riffraff. I want to figure it out. I want to build this thing. I have an idea what I want it to be, but I'm not sure where it's going to take me or how it's going to get there. But I feel like there's something here, and it's something that I keep coming back to with curiosity and joy, and so it really lights me up. And so I know it's the right path, so we're just gonna push through the uncertainty and see where it goes. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna find some kind of creative coaching group to be a part of, because I'm not quite sure how to do the things that I want to do, and I think being in a space with some mentors would be extremely helpful. So I'll keep you posted on how that goes. I think I know who I want to work with. I just need to sign up. I really enjoy this medium and I like making all types of things, so we'll see where this takes us. If you liked this video and you want to follow along, please consider subscribing. You can click the subscribe button below and I'll see you next week.